Welcome back. Welcome back. I hope you are learning a lot from this session. I hope you will understand and even notice everything. It doesn't have to be your child. Maybe it's a neighbor's child. Maybe you've been observing someone and some changes are noted. It's very high that you listen and understand and also know how to react when that time comes. So we will be going on with the session, but before that, again, I want to tell you about DreamWorks Investment Limited Company. That is an architectural design company. Whenever you need an architectural design, whenever you need a building, especially at this time of the year, where you need to gift maybe your parents, your siblings, or even gift yourself, this is the company you need to reach out because they deliver the very best. So back to you. Karibu sana again. So after being diagnosed, what treatment procedures were taken? What did you go through?
The first treatment procedure was the administration of the platelets, because no treatment could go on without the platelets. So it was a challenge because, as I say, during the era of HIV stigmatization, getting somebody to donate blood was a task.
Yeah.
Because everybody feared to get that positive test.
Because everyone had to be tested first.
Yeah, you had to be tested first. So it was a challenge, the friends, everybody feared so. And after a week of my parents going up and down, getting no one, the doctor, my God, bless her, she went around in schools in Nairobi. And there were a group of students who volunteered to donate the blood. I was given the platelets and medication started immediately. Medication was basically chemotherapy. Chemotherapy is the administration of drugs through the veins. But before chemotherapy, there were other procedures. The day before chemotherapy, there were procedures that were taken. One, there was they could test the bone marrow. Because remember, the bone marrow is essential for the production of the white blood cells. Yeah. So they would test the blood marrow by removing some liquid from the bone marrow. It was painful.
I can already guess that.
It was very painful, especially to a kid. And the other one was the removal of a fluid from the backbone.
Okay.
So the two procedures ran hand in hand, and that was the most traumatizing part of the chemotherapy.
Wow.
Yeah. Then you'd be administered the drugs through the veins. It would take a whole day. And it wasn't just the 8 hours of administration. It was a traumatic 8 hours because as the drug could get into your vein, your body is like separated from you. You felt like it's not your body again, lazy, tired.
Did it happen?
Puking? Yeah, like you puking, vomiting, and migraines. Okay, it wasn't just 8 hours. Yeah, it was dramatic. 8 hours. But after 4 weeks of administration, I got back to normal. After 1 month, I made my maiden step out of the ward. Back to Embu. It was the most joyous day of my life. That time my health had deteriorated so fast. I remember when I was in class 3 in 2000, I don't know what we were doing. Oh, we were celebrating the new millennium and the fun and the color. And I was checked for my weight. That time I had around 25 kgs. But then this 2001, I remember I had 9. It was 9
kgs.
Yes.
9 kgs.
So I was like, this is not me. I remember my sister looked at me and she cried.
Oh my God. So did you lose anything in your body? Maybe your hair or your nails?
Yeah, like any other cancers, you lose so much. I'm a girl who used to have long hair. And the first part of chemotherapy, my hair was good, but the second part of chemotherapy, at least the doctor took me through the process. She told me that now I have to be careful with my body because, sometimes she joked aliniambia, if I pinch my ear so hard, they would get off. But that was a joke. But on my hair, I lost on my hair. The nails were very weak in that if I would cut the nail badly,
It plucks off.
yeah,
Okay.
any hair in the body, even the skin was very soft. Like if you clicked your skin, it would rub off. And
What was the most biggest challenge when you're in the hospital, inside the hospital?
having nobody to play with.
Okay.
You know, as a child, you miss that moment of play because you are a child. The only people who are coming to see you are the adults because you are kind of isolated. Because one, your white blood cells at this point cannot fight so much infections. So you are limited even to the number of people who can come and see you. You miss to play. That is you as a child. Play is all that is in your mind. But the people you're interacting with on a daily basis are the doctors, the nurses. After 2 months in Gertrude's, I was transferred to Kenyatta National Hospital due to the financial constraints because that was a private hospital, and even maintaining the team of doctors. But I'm glad the same team of doctors were still there in KNH. So they used to come at least a week to monitor my progress. And as Dr. Kariuki promised me, she was with me every step of the way. So when I went to KNH, I used to stay with children because most of the time, because of also the financial constraint, my parents could not come daily to see me. So they had to limit their visitation to once in a week.
Okay.
So, and at least there it was a general ward. So I used to mingle with many kids. But now the problem is these are not normal kids. They are also kids who have cancer, who have other diseases. So most of the time, even our play was limited. The people we could mingle with was limited. And most of them, they died.
Okay.
Yeah, in the 6 months I was there, they died. Like my bedmate died. I was with her the whole night. I didn't know she had passed on. And she had now become my best friend because you had to.
That was traumatizing.
Yeah, you had to have other friends. She had become my best friend and she died.
Okay.
There are others I remember who we forged relationships, friendship, but they died. So like you felt like, what if I sleep at night
And never wake up.
and never wake up? The way I see most of them, they just sleep and never wake up. So I even feared to sleep. I remember even after getting from the hospital, I used to sleep with my mother at 10 years because I had that fear. I would sleep and not wake up. And then I felt like it was my first time to go to Nairobi. And I had seen those tall buildings and I was like, I want one day to go back to Nairobi. So I was like, what if I die? Then after that, you see, you become a nurse.
So this journey literally needs someone very strong or very strong emotional support.
Yeah, very strong emotional support, especially from other people because you yourself, you are at your utmost down moment. You don't know what is going to happen. Then after some time, you're told by the doctor, prepare tomorrow, you're going for another chemotherapy. You are alone. You see, when I was in Gertrude's, I used to be with my mother, but now I'm alone. So I know these are now another 8 hours of trauma and everything. So I was a kid and yeah, it was me. But I thank God the disease is curable.
How long did it take for your medication?
From April, it was April 21st. And my last admission to the hospital was on 25th October. So that is when I was discharged, and I had to go for clinics whereby I could go very early in the morning, get the drugs, and in the evening I would go home. Okay, as time goes, I think they reduced the drugs that were given, and so.
Okay.
So back home, it became a problem of integration. Because being discharged from the hospital came with a lot of precautions. You're not supposed to pray with so much. You're not supposed to pray with many kids. You're not supposed. Okay, going back to your
energy.
Yeah, going back to your normal life. A change of diet, a change of everything. You're now coming to a new world. It's not the word that you knew, because the word that you knew now has changed. Everyone is taking you differently. But I thank the community, the support of my parents, my family members, my brothers and sisters, the community and everything. I got back to normal life. Even in school, the teachers embraced me. They used to call me a miracle baby.
So you think if maybe the parents notices their activity, the children's activity, or they don't ignore their parents' activity, maybe the problem would have been solved earlier.
Yeah, it's a whole community approach. The parents, you see, children nowadays, they stay with the parents for a very short time. But even the community, the teachers the nannies, nowadays we talk about the nannies, we talk about the brothers and sisters. How do we take a change in the daily life of a child? A child cannot just wake up and decide and sleep the whole day. They cannot wake up one day and say that I love chapos, but mom, I'm not going to eat chapos. You see, if only we can take keen interest. Yes, there are those who okay, maybe because of some things, but okay, diseases. You see, if we take a keen interest, at least we first rule out the disease, then we can go to other things.
What do you think of maybe screening and regularity of visiting a medical institution?
I've always campaigned for screening every 6 months. Screening, it's not about using 1 million to go to the hospitals. You can just go to the lab, get a simple blood screen, and this simple blood screen will tell you that you are not well or you are well. See, so even other cancers, even other cancers, they start manifesting themselves early. You see, and if we only take keen interest on our health, then how do you even feel? You know, sometimes you feel you're sick, or maybe unaangalia mikono yako, you feel like your hands have started becoming pale, and you say, me, I'll go to the market, buy some greens, buy some cereals, cook and boost my blood. I'll go to the pharmacy, get some medication and boost my blood, and it's okay. What if that is a disease you're postponing?
Oh, yeah, true. And that means it's growing.
Yeah, imagine you can just go to a lab and maybe my blood. So get a blood test and they tell you, hey, your platelets are down. Another time go to a test, they tell you, hey, your platelets are down. Take in interest on that. You have gone to the hospital, you have this disease. After a month, it is recurring, but you took the medication well. Why continue sitting? Just go. It is your health. If you die today, you have died. Yeah. But if you take in interest, it's now next year we'll be celebrating 25 years.
Wow, that is amazing. So if anyone out there, maybe they want to reach out to you for emotional support or for physical support or for advice or to learn more about this journey, how can they get to you?
I'm very active on my social medias. My Facebook page is Soni Wanyaga. Those are 3 names. Soni Wanyaga. You can just send me a message, a reply. If you want to call me, you can call me on 0754 410 353. You can just call me, we talk. I'm open. I can walk with you through the journey because, as I say, I got healed. I'm a survivor. Next year, I'll be celebrating 25 years of cancer-free.
Cancer-free.
Yes.
So it's curable.
It's curable.
It's manageable.
Very manageable.
So as long as you put discipline first on your health, learn how to put your health first. Learn how to put you first. Thank you for the session.
Welcome.
Our time has run out. I know many of our viewers would have wanted to listen and learn more and understand. But right now, I want to remind them that be aware of your body, understand your body, notice the changes, and not just your body, even your colleagues, your friends, your family members, your community members. Learn them and know. Always put the health first, because when we are less you or when we are less one person, that means the community goes down by one person. So thank you very much for the show. Again, I am Nyambura Kamau. This is Oboro TV Business. Until next time, I will remind you, don't invest on the wrong company. That is why we have DreamWorks Investment Limited Company, where you can put all your investments in and the entire procedure will be covered, from architectural design, planning it, managing it, and giving you the best product. And what happens after the best product? They design it for you. The interior decoration is superb. All you need is to reach them out. The number is on the screen. So bye-bye. Until next time.